Every time I make one of these videos, I actually wonder how I can get the point across as rapidly as possible, because nobody seems to be able to concentrate for more than 5 seconds. And unfortunately it's going to take a little bit longer than that, because the longer people have been away from reality and actually interacting with each other in terms of community and the reality of the system and all of that, and looking at the gradual decline and being exposed to it, the longer that they've been absent from that, the more insulated they've become, and the less attention they've paid. For whatever reason, it actually doesn't matter. The point is this, that there are some community members that do not want to open cases at SAPS when their property is stolen. And I want you to try and understand this, that is a ridiculous approach to take. Because if you don't open a case and it doesn't become a statistic, then the management at SAPS looks at the area statistically and says everything's fine, it's a safe area. And not only that, when we track criminals and we catch them and there is evidence, we can't link them to a case number, and therefore they just get thrown out. And well, the case gets thrown out of court, it doesn't even make the roll. And I'm not much of a fisherman. I don't do the whole catch and release thing. So you have to decide, are you part of the damn problem by not reporting that your property has been stolen because it's too much of a hassle, because you're too lazy, or you don't believe that the system can work, or whatever. And it doesn't really matter what you think the reason is that you shouldn't do it. And I understand it's an inconvenience and all of that. And understand this, it's inconvenient for the rest of us to go chasing these bastards as well. And it's your property, not ours, often. But understand this, that by leaving it alone, you allow them to get away with what they're doing. They're tolerated, they feel safe, and they know that the area is safe to come into, because even if they do get caught, nothing's going to happen to them. So you need to consider, which side of the problem are you on? Because as far as I'm concerned, if you don't see to it that the crime is reported, you are pretty much the same as the criminal. Yes, someone's going to get offended at that. I don't care. You are causing part of the problem. If you break the problem up into little segments, you're on the tail end of that, and you're causing part of the rot. So do yourself a favor, do us a favor, us being the people that chase these criminals around and try and minimize the damage in the area. Do us a favor, go to SAPS and report the case. And if they close the case, they close it. The point is this, we get a case number, and if we can link something to the crime, then we can arrest the bastard that did it. But unless you do that, we can't do anything. Think, please.